miles down a strip mall run. Exit sign green like a borrowed sun. Motel lot full of tired steel bones. Truck brake hiss and the traffic drones. Ice bucket sweat on a chip single lip. Door lock loose with a one-turn slip. Neon buzz paints the ceiling stain. Cheap bed sags with the weight of pain. World calls this just a nowhere stop. Threadbare room where the worn-out drop. Before thin walls and a desk lamp glow can turn into more than they think I know. This is my motel, neon creed tonight, where I write my rules in the flicker light. No verse on luck, no hymn on fear, just one hard truth, I'm still standing here. They can count my miles, they can mark me spent, but they don't script how the rest gets bent. If the road seems thin and the odds bleed red, I sign my name on the life I haven't led. Gideon book in the drawer, half stuck, remote tape strap where the years got rough. Take out box on the nightstand scar. Oil on my hands from a day-long car. Mirror tilt shows a lined-up face. Eyes still bright in a rented place. On a notepad torn from the bedside stack, I write one line that won't turn back. World calls this just a nowhere stop. Threadbare room where the worn-out drop. But four thin walls and a desk lamp glow can turn into more than they think I know. This is my motel, neon creed tonight, where I write my rules in the flicker light. No verse on luck, no hymn on fear, just one hard truth, I'm still standing here. They can count my miles, they can mark me spent, but they don't script how the rest gets bent. If the road seems thin and the odds bleed red, I sign my name on the life I haven't led. The world sells comfort like a final deal. Soft sheet promise for a spine of steel. But men don't change in a king-size bed. They turn that corner in their own rough head. Call it my motel, neon creed at 3 a.m. where the highway noise hums a low amen. If tomorrow comes with the same old weight, I'll drive it different through a different state. Every cheap room night where I don't give in draws a harder line where the new light begins. When the dawn leaks in through the thin blind seam, this worn-out frame holds a sharper dream. This is my motel, neon creed tonight, where I write my rules in the flicker light. No verse on luck, no hymn on fear, just one hard truth, I'm still standing here. They can count my miles, they can mark me spent, but they don't script how the rest gets bent. If the road seems thin and the odds bleed red, I sign my name on the life I haven't
Sodium lamps on a concrete strip, bug smear stars on a windshield chip, paper cup grade by the yellow line, diesel breath thick in the midnight spine, rest stop map on a cracked tile wall, you are here in a faded scrawl, sink drip talks in a cold chrome tone, hands splash numb but they're still my own. No choir here, but the vending hum stay. Chip rolls in a caffeine drum. The miles say quit and the gauge is wine. I take that word and redraw the line. This is my rest stop spine in the dead night air, where I stand up straighter on a plastic chair. They built this place for the worn to fade. stop spine. Bathroom mirror with a bus strip light shows a face older than last year's night. Truck light roll like a steel bone hurt. Engines ticking down without a word. Phone screen black on the sink edge rest. No new grace in a silent text. So I roll my shoulders, breathing slow. Tell that glass what it needs to know. No choir here, but the vending hum stay. Chip rolls in a caffeine drum. If the miles say quit and the gauges whine, I take that word and redraw the line. This is my rest stop spine in the dead night air, where I stand up straighter on a plastic chair. They built this place for the one to fade. I use this brake like a whetstone blade. If the world thinks tide means turn back home, let it learn the feel of a man full grown. Between the exits and the white line sign, I find my nerve at the rest stop spine. World keeps sailing a softer lane. Turn the wheel in and outrun pain. But bones learn right in the in-between, where the tides still drive toward what they mean. Call it my rest stop spine when the road feels long, when the radio hope sounds thin and wrong. If the odds say stall on the dashboard glow, I push back out when the cold winds blow. Every short stop night where I don't give ground turns a drifting life to a straighter sound. When the dawn hits chrome and the white lines shine, I leave here harder in this rest stop spine. Cracked up drive at the end of the street. Oil dark freckles where the tires meet. Shut off notice in the screen door frame. Folded back quick like it ain't my name. Truck cab smells like a burned out day. Cold key teeth on a ring gone gray. Steering wheel shine from a decade's grip. Quiet like a pier with no more ships. No full sale sign gonna claim this ground. No bank stamp writes how my life sounds. If the paint peels off and the nails give in, I draw my line right here and dig in. This is my driveway, stand in the failing light. A strip of cracked stone saying still gonna fight. They can call me broke, they can write their note, but they don't own the fire in this working man throat. If the world drives past and don't understand, let the dust rise slow from these tied hands. I don't need a throne or a promised land. I've got 4 worn tires and a driveway stand. Neighbor blinds twitch when the dome light glows. Porch talk smoke where the gossip blows. Mailbox leans under junk and threads. Past due red like a dried up dead. Hallway lamp through the front door seam. Little breath safe in a half-worn dream. I don't owe peace to the ones who fled. I owe this ground to the mouths I fed. No for sale sign gonna claim this ground. No bank stamp writes how my life sounds. If the paint peels off and the nails give in, I draw my line right here and dig in. This is my driveway, stand in the failing light. A strip of cracked stone saying still gonna fight. They can call me broke, they can write their note, but they don't own the fire in this working man throat. If the world drives past and don't understand, let the dust rise slow from these tied hands. I don't need a throne or a promised land. I've got 4 worn ties
is my driveway stand. When the sky turns bruised, when the fair weather talk all comes unglued, they can count me out in their office plans. I keep score here with these weathered hands. If the storm rolls in and the windows shake, let it test the spine that this ground will make. When the day writes off what it thinks I am, it still has to pass by my driveway stand.
Flicker sign, diner glow on a gravel line, chrome door handle with a worn down sheen, bell ring chime in a tire screen scene, countertop shine with a coffee stain, burned mug ghost and a sugar grain, menu curl at the plastic edge, fork tap time on a laminated ledge. The world calls this just a nowhere seat, a late night stop for the half-beat feet, but a man can change in a booth this small if he writes his truth on a check slip wall. This is my chrome counter code tonight in the hum of tubes and a strip mall light. No lines on look, no verse on blame, just hardcore rules with my own damn name. They can judge my life from the miles I've burned. I'll judge it here by the turns I learn in a red vinyl booth where the weary load I lay down still in a chrome counter code. Waitress pad with a half-roll tab, ketchup glass with a ring mark scab, radio low on a talk show drone, truckers hats in a corner zone. Window glass throws my face right back, I still sharp in the highway slack, on a napkin square by the saucer rim. I print one rule that cuts through the dim. The world calls this just a nowhere seat, late night stop for the half-beat feet, but a man can change in a booth this small if he writes his truth on a check slip wall. This is my chrome counter code tonight in the hum of tubes in a strip mall light. No lines on look, no verse on blame, just hardcore rules with my own damn name. They can judge my life from the miles I've burned. I'll judge it here by the turns I learn in a red vinyl booth where the weary load I lay down still in a chrome counter code. World loves selling an easy lane, soft seat promise for a hardback strain, but real lines foam where the night runs thin when a man writes down what he won't give in. Call it my chrome counter code past closing time, where the clock says quit but the eyes say climb. If tomorrow waits with the same old grind, I'll hit that road with a changed up mind. Every cheap refuel in a place like this turns a drifting wheel to a tighter fist when the dawn hits glass and the semis roll this late night ain't. It's the shape of my soul. This is my chrome counter code tonight in the hum of tubes and a strip mall light. No lines on look, no verse on blame, just hardcore rules with my own damn name. They can judge my life from the miles I've burned. I'll judge it here by the turns I learn in a red vinyl booth where the weary load I lay down still in a
counter code. Black sky hours start to thin and pale, headlights smear on the guardrail rail. Coffee ring ghost on the dash top tray, crumb field map from a long night sway. White lines blank in a slow time run, billboard faces fading one by one. Radio low on a static hymn, eyes burn red but the wheel stays grim. No welcome mat at this edge of light, just a tired wheel and a fading night. If the dark spent all that it had to spend, I'm still right here where the white lines bend. This is my white line, dawn on a beaten lane, where the sky turns cold but the spine stays plain. I don't take tide as a turning sign, I call it proof that I've held this line. They can count the miles that I drove half blind, they can't count down what I made up my mind. When the night lets go and the fog pulls on, I shift my grip in the white line dawn. Glove box clutter with the weak-soled slips, grease-fold creases in the fingertip grips, cracked visor edge leaks in Amber Street, first sun scratch on a worn-out cheek. Exit sign green in the mirror side, town names call like an easier ride. I stay locked in on the stretch ahead, talk low once to the life I've led. No welcome mat at this edge of line, just a tired wheel and a fading night. If the dark spent all that it had to spend, I'm still right here where the white lines bend. This is my white line, dawn on a beaten lane, where the sky turns cold but the spine stays plain. I don't take tide as a turning sign, I call it proof that I've held this line. They can count the miles that I drove half blind, they can't count down what I made up my mind. When the night lets go and the fog pulls on, I shift my grip in the white line dawn. World keeps saying find a softer way, park it up, let the wheel decay, but bones stay firm where the long roads meet in a dim gray hour with a hand on the beat. Call it my white line dawn, when the day breaks through, when the same old weight asks, is this you? I don't trade in what the night made strong for a daylight tale that would name it wrong. Every worn-out turn that I drive past gone builds a sharper man in this coming dawn. When the sun climbs up and the dark